What's up everyone, Ethan here. I'm gonna talk about boxing and the impact it's made on my life. I started boxing when I was about 14 years old, started really young. I'm not gonna talk about my life story and what I've been through, but I really gotta say that boxing has done so much for me. I've had 19 fights since I've started boxing, two-time Golden Glove champion, and I'm the athlete representative of Montana and our Montana LBC, local boxing community in the state of Montana. So otherwise, I've done a lot in boxing and I would definitely say I'm far from done, but I just really want to talk about today that the things that boxing has done for me and the impact it's made on my life. Boxing has taught me so much about discipline. Honestly, like since I started the sport, this is one of like the biggest things I've learned about it. Discipline, 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 especially like in a sport like this when it's so difficult and it's an independent sport. The other thing I really taught that I learned from it is you get what you put in, like straight up. Like if you half-ass things in boxing, that's the result you're gonna get. I've learned so many things since I've started in the game of boxing. It's made a huge change in my life. Boxing has taught me so much about being humble, straight up, honestly. The things that I've learned from it, the lessons that it's taught me, you cannot be an arrogant guy in this sport. Like you keep learning all the time and you keep always improving and you always keep getting better. There are always better fighters out there than you, so it always motivates you to keep pushing and it teaches you a lot about your mindset too. The things that it's always taught me about learning from your losses, learning from your wins, learning from all these things, it carries you forward and it just teaches you many great life lessons. Boxing's gave me a lot of confidence. Even when I first started, I was a really shy kid, but once I really started boxing, it gave me a lot of confidence. I think that this is a big one that I've seen with a lot of fighters when they're young. You get more confident in yourself. Like you just carry yourself better, the way you talk, the way you just carry yourself all together. The biggest thing I've always got was getting a lot more confidence. Boxing has really taught me a lot about resiliency. I've had a lot of tough fights. I've had a lot of tough times in boxing. I've had some really tough situations where it was like, should I keep doing this? But then I've came back and I've won fights. I've bounced back. I've learned from losses. This game has taught me so much about resiliency that you got to be resilient in a game like boxing because you're going to have your ups and downs in this game, and the only way you're going to keep going is if you refuse to quit and you keep getting better and you learn from your mistakes and you bounce back. This is, if not one of the biggest ones, it's taught me, and it's just a great life lesson to know, is just having resilience. Just when it gets hard, keep going. Don't take no for an answer and just keep going. Learn from your losses, learn from your mistakes, turn your weaknesses into your strengths and just keep going. One of the really coolest things I love about boxing is you clearly know that anyone can do it. You don't need to be the strongest guy or the biggest guy to excel in boxing. You just need to have heart and you need to have skill. And once you have a combination of that, it's dangerous. That's the thing I really like about boxing, is it's a type of sport that's for everybody. It could literally be for anybody. It could be for runners, from runners to power lifters to football players to anything. Like you can box. And that's the really coolest thing I love about the game of boxing, is that anyone can do it and it's a great sport and I recommend it to everybody. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna make many more videos on boxing, talking about it, talking about the sport, boxing history, and all the other content that I make. Besides boxing, I make self-improvement videos and I make fitness videos, but I wanted to share some of the things that boxing's done for me and the life lessons that it's taught me. Boxing has taught me so much. I'm 21 now, I've been boxing since I was 14 years old, so about 7 years I've been boxing. I've been at it a little bit, not as long as some other fighters, but I've been at it a while. And the things that it's taught me has just been life-changing, and I still love the game a lot and I still want to compete, and I'm not done yet. There's some things that I got left unfinished, but other than that, this is all I got for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys sub, help me get to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys soon.